Alright. The name is Dale, doing an album review for Fat Joe and Dre, Family Ties. This album review is done on behalf of Audio Liquor Magazine. This album actually came out December 2019, so I'm late with this review, but here it is anyway. I'm gonna give you a brief history on Fat Joe as I know it. I believe his first album dropped in 1993 called Represent. He has like 12 solo albums. Well, I guess you could say 11 solo albums and 2 mixtapes. His Dark Side album was like the first, and then part 2 of Dark Side and part 3 were like considered mixtape / albums. It gets blurred at this point. I don't know at this point what's an album, what's a mixtape nowadays. But anyway, so when his first album dropped, I only was digging the Flo Joe single, which was his first single, because of the beat. I love the horns, I love the beat, but I didn't think he could rap. I didn't think Fat Joe could rap at first. I didn't think he was that good, and I bought his first album on cassette, Represent, on the strength of him being in DITC, Digging in the Crates, the crew that consists of AG, Showbiz, Lord Finesse, OC, Big L, Diamond D, Buck Wild, so on and so forth. So I bought it on the strength that he was rolling with them, that they was sort of bringing him out. And he had production on that first album from Diamond D, Showbiz, Lord Finesse, the Beat Nuts. So I bought it strictly on the strength of the production, because I did not like him rapping on the first single. I was hoping it would get better, and it didn't. And I did not like his first album. But to Fat Joe's credit, he has gotten a lot better. He has gotten much better. And you can't help but get better if you're around spitters like OC, AG, Lord Finesse, Big L, Big Pun. If you're around those guys constantly, you have no choice but to get better. So if you were to tell me that Fat Joe back in the 90s, when he first started off, was going to be the most successful rapper out of the Digging in the Crates clique, I'd have thought you was crazy. But he has done that. He is the most successful one. The rest of them pretty much remained underground. Big L really didn't get any buzz until after he passed away, unfortunately. So he's been successful. He's had hits. He's had a lot of radio play. He's well known. He's popular and all that good stuff. And he loves to talk in interviews. He's good for an interview. He's not good at doing an interview, because he used to have some interview channel where he was interviewing different rappers, and he used to always talk over them, and every story or every question he asked them led to a story or a situation dealing with him. So he was not good at giving interviews. But if you're interviewing him, he could talk for days. He has stories for days. He has that type of personality. It's probably one of the major reasons he's been so successful, because he has that outgoing personality. And he has some collabo albums as well. He's put in a lot of work over the years. He had like 2 Terror Squad albums, 3 Digging in the Crates albums that he did with the rest of the crew. He has an album with Remy Ma that came out like in 2017. And now he has this new album with Dre. And if you're not familiar with Dre, it's not Dr. Dre, it's Cool and Dre. They're like a production team. They've done production for Jay-Z, the Jay-Z and Beyonce album that came out not too long ago. They did some tracks on there, I believe. They've done tracks for Lil Wayne, The Game, Nas, Ja Rule, Rick Ross, Fat Joe, of course. I believe they did the On My Way Up joint that Fat Joe had with Remy Ma and French Montana. I believe they did that joint. So they get it in. They got some nice production. And Fat Joe did a lot of interviews, before this album dropped, around the time this album dropped in December 2019, and he was like a car salesman. He was really bigging this album up, saying it was a classic. He was constantly saying it's a classic, and it's far from a classic. It's not a classic, but it's not a bad album either. Not a bad album by no means. But I would say that Dre rapping on this album, he's just okay. He's just okay as a rapper. I think this project would have been better if it was just a Fat Joe solo joint. I think it would have been better served as a Fat Joe album instead of Dre sharing, the verses on these joints. He's not bad, but like I said, he's just okay. So I'm going to get into some of the highlight tracks on here. It's 11 songs total. Of course, I didn't like everything. Fat Joe makes no apologies about trying to make hits, trying to get radio play, trying to get play in the club. So he has some joints where he's really reaching for that. He always wants to stay relevant as far as with the masses and with the I guess pop crowd would like, or what the average music listener would be into. So he makes no apologies for that, and he had like maybe 4 joints I did not like, I did not care for. But I'm going to start off talking about the track called Projects. It's produced by Dre. I really dig the beat. I like the use of the piano sample. And you got another track called Heaven and Hell, produced by Dre. It uses that sample. After the laughter, shed the tears. That joint that Wu-Tang used back in the 90s on their first album. He used that joint. They freaked it too. I love how Dre used that sample. It's one of the strongest songs on there. The beat bangs. It's trunk music. Then it changes up into like some trap-like style beat that really hits hard. This joint thumps. It thumps hard. I really dig it. One of the standouts. Then you got another track called Hands on You, featuring Bryce Tiller and what's the other guy named that sings? Jeremiah. Yeah. So you got like 2 R&B dudes singing on this joint. I like how they use the sample, the singing sample. All your loving. I think LL used that on Around the Way Girl. Yeah, so they used that joint. They freaked that joint pretty good. I like how they use that sample. It's a song about floss and rich nigga. It's a floss and rich nigga chick joint. That's basically what it is. Then you got another joint called Yes, produced by Cool and Dre, featuring Cardi B. The production is nasty. This is ugly face music. Ass up, face down. That's what the hook says. It's like a strip club joint with a hard-hitting hip-hop beat. This joint is crazy. I like the beat. Love the beat for this joint. This joint is nasty. Then you got another joint called Big Splash, produced by Dre, featuring Remy Ma. The beat thumps. The 808 is very strong on this joint. Remy Ma kills it. And you got another joint called Lord Above. I believe it's called Lord Above, produced by Cool and Dre, and produced by this, I guess, guy named 808 Ray, featuring Eminem and Mary J. Blige. That's an odd combination to have on one song, Eminem and Mary J. Blige. Of course, Mary J. Blige is singing on the hook. I love the sample use again. The 808 is nasty. M is dissing Nick Cannon on his joint, and he throwing a jab at Mariah Carey. So that's how all that shit got started. Then you got another joint called, what's the other joint called? Pulling. Yeah, Pulling. That's produced by 808 Ray and Dre, featuring Lil Wayne. I like the use of the Marvin Gaye sample singing Let's Get It On. The production is crazy. Lil Wayne kills it. I really didn't go into the content of their lyrics because it's basically just talking shit, bragging. It doesn't really divert from that. You know, they got a few joints aimed at the ladies, and the production is what carries this album. I mean, you know, Fat Joe is very solid on there. You know, like I said, Dre is just okay. He's alright. He's not bad. But the production is amazing. Niggas need to take notes on when they doing their album. They need to listen to this joint and study the production, because I don't know where this trend came from with these lightning ass beats where you got little to no drums over this music. This joint does not lack of drums, 808. It just hits hard. So we need more joints like that. I'm just really getting kind of leery and weary of just a sample and no drums, or very little drums, just music and no drums. I don't know where all this came from and how that became in vogue. You got like some people albums, half the album don't even have no drums and it's just music and them rapping or trying to sing. But anyway, I give this album a B-. It's definitely worth checking out. There you have it. I'm done. I'm finished.